Talking about public art in general, it is one of the reasons people come to a town like ours. We've got a gorgeous lake and the scenery is lovely, and public art is just another wonderful thing to stroll around in the town and see. And it's a draw. It's a real draw. It's an economic addition to a community. To the naysayers out there in the world and people that are concerned with spending the money, it's worth it. People from out of town love to come and see public art. What are these people like? What do they do? Just as much as you would go to a restaurant and say, what's the local specialty? A reason why people travel. Mary Dee and I responded to a request for proposals for art in the wastewater treatment plant area in our town in Coeur, Idaho. We visited the wastewater treatment plant and visited with the manager, Sid Fredrickson, who educated us on the way these treatment plants work. Sid showed us the process and he showed us charts of the bugs that do the work. We got doing research on all the organisms that live in a drop of city wastewater throughout the world. This is an international scene here. And discovered that microbiology is actually a cult. It's not a science at all. Now I'm kidding, but microbiologists love their bugs, and it's fascinating. It's absolutely, it'll knock you out. We tried to pick ones that were sculptable, that were understandable, and had some characteristics that we found interesting, and came up with 7. We had roundworms, which we just thought were fascinating. Right next door is a nematode, probably the most populous animal on our planet. Then they had the ciliates, the crawling ciliates. And the free swimming ciliates we liked a lot and represented them. In the bacteria area, we had filamentous bacteria, which we thought were great shapes to put out in front and show people how these things will knot up and mat up and cause problems in the treatment plant, and if they're too successful, which quite often they are. The rotifer we thought was just an amazing creature. It's kind of like the featured creature. We made some vitreous enameled plaques at sidewalk level where a person can walk along, they can see what that bug does in the process. And it's kind of a colorful little plaque so that school kids or college kids or any visitor could come by and sort of get an idea in advance of what's going on in the treatment plant. And we did make them of a nice stout steel that we allowed to rust and then treated them, clear coated them, so they're permanently rusty and they fit right in. They feel like a kind of a natural part of that area. They come sort of right up, growing right up out of the bark on the ground, and they feel like they've been there for 1,000 years. They fit in. They just look very natural and at home there.